If y'all can see that. Okay, family. I am in Richmond, Virginia, and we are at the slave trail where they brought the slaves to Virginia. So we definitely had a few relatives come through to this actual land, which is a little creepy. Well, I shouldn't say, but it's kind of different, or it's weird to be here now. I'm glad that I'm here to pay my respect to them, um, but the realism of it all is a little tripped out. But so I'm gonna put on my mask. I'm gonna take I really don't know where I'm going, but we'll.
Right about here is where my video froze. I didn't go much further after this. This is where the trail actually led back into the woods. Yeah, into them woods. I wasn't going back there, and the sun was going down. Or we put that to bed real quick. That was a wrap.
Exactly what is a libation?
Yes, a libation is what an African do before they open any ceremony, before any other kind of prayers or discussion. They use spirits. It used to be palm wine. Now they use a form of gin. We use over here water, and we pour it to the earth. They refer to the earth as a sasiya, Mother Earth.
Right.
And pouring it to the earth, we are pouring it to, first you raise it up to God Almighty, asking God Almighty, because all African cultures believe in a oneness of God. And after you've made the gesture to God Almighty, offering refreshments and drinks, then you pour it to the Mother Earth and to the ancestors, asking them to bless and guide whatever endeavor you're about to embark upon. You also pour to the forces of nature. In Ghana, they're called Obosun.
Okay.
In the Yoruba land, they call Orisha. In Haiti, they call Loas. But you're talking about the forces of nature, which in America they call the laws of physics. And so we know how to use and manipulate these energy forms. And so we pour to them in respect. We pour to our ancestors in respect, because all Africans who understand their culture realize that we are the ancestors. We are the DNA of millions upon millions of years, and billions of ancestors culminate into us. And so when we pour that libation, we are appealing to our own consciousness as well as the collective consciousness to access the memory that is ancestry, so we can develop the imagination which is necessary to create the next movement or moment.
Now, oftentimes people try to say that this is something spooky, or this is that voodoo stuff, and we're eating people and killing people. And I tell people, with a libation, it's nothing more than what we see many people do all of the time. It's every time someone takes a drink, what they say, we're going to pour a little out for everybody who's not here.
Libation is mentioned in the document they call the Bible. They don't see our culture assimilated eating human beings, but their religious culture assimilate eating the body of a human and drinking their blood. Our culture don't do that.
Right.
We pay respects to the earth. We pay respects to the cosmos. We pay respects to the ancestors. We pay respects to divinity. We pay respects to the forces of nature, which comes from the divinity.
Right.
The African word in every language for the divine, or for what we call the one God, is called the totality of creation itself.
Right.
Okay.
Now, when we're talking about ancestral worship, I think that from my experiences in traditional African societies, that we do acknowledge the people who have gone on before us, but that is no different than what we see in some other
We don't
spaces.
worship our ancestors.
Right.
We revere our ancestors because we are our ancestors. You are the culmination of the DNA of your mother and your father, and they were of the 4, their mothers and fathers.
Correct.
And they were of the 8, their mothers and fathers, and they were of the 16, and they were of the 32, and they were of the 64, etc.
Right.
All of it culminate in you.
And so the known ancestors that came across this land were Primus Dangerfield. So my father's side, Easter Powell. I just heard something in the booth, but I'm telling you. Easter Powell and Silva or Sylvia Fisher. To the ancestors that came before us, which we're out here for today. We pour out water in honor and respect and reverence to you, what you went through, the hardships that you faced, the obstacles that you overcame, and the thoughts that you had of us, your future generations. And you did what you did so that we may have the freedoms and the rights that we have today. So I thank you. So, Easter Pile. Sylvia Fisher. Primus Dangerfield. And every other ancestor that walked this land, known and unknown, that came through Virginia. Respect, love, and peace. Alright, family, I'm going to get out of here. But I love y'all.